flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Salute to my supporters. Salute to my haters. Haters love. See, we got in the building. My brother Oak Park Boxing early in the building. Salute. John Hugh. Ratchet since 91. Rick Blackwell. Mind of Mansa Musa. Black Vision. Combat Tool Bag. Eric H. No Smoke in the building. Rod Neal, Tay D, Wayman Davis, Jelly Bean, Jermaine Jubilee, Anwar Willis, Mo Boxing, salute, Lord Sweat Real, Gio James, Mike Biggs, my brother, salute, Edgar Chavez, Boxing MMA, YGB, Big Homie Cool, Mark Wonderlick, Jay Gett, Ring Dragon, what up? Fresh, what's good? King Bonnie, Ern Jordan, Val Cooper, Big Texas in the building, Andrew Gray, Chilltown Majors, Jason, what's good? Big Block, jumped on MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. Santi L, Raymond Hughes. Todd Swindle, Jeff Spark in the building, the Brothers UK. Smash the like button, y'all. Yep, it's cold this morning. It's 32 degrees outside. Awesome. All right. Let's talk about I'm looking at this picture. I couldn't help but to laugh. Canelo really looks like a little boy. He's not a big dude, man. Not a big dude. Well, to me, he's not. I'm looking at Eddie's face. Don't he look like he's up to something here? And his right hand. Where's his right hand? What is he doing there? Tony Brown, salute. Where's his right hand? What's going on there, man? What's going on? What's happening right there? What's going on with this pic? I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. This pic makes me nervous. Well, like he's trying to unbuckle them, but see, here's the thing, Rod. Those are jogging pants. There's nothing to unbuckle. He's going straight for the jugular. Kevin Dunbar, salute. Nah, Mo. I'll talk to Stormy today and see what's doing. And for those of you that don't know, prayers up for the brother Scrapbook boxer. He's having a health issue. You know, he's in a medically induced coma. He had surgery yesterday. He's in the state of Florida. CB Sports, salute. And, you know, we're just going to wait for updates. And prayers up to our OG. I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you for asking, brother. Seen and unseen boxer, salute. So yeah, Rod. There's no belt there from the buckle, man. So he's going straight for the hoo-ha right there. Ryan Wright, salute. I don't know what that is. It looks wrong. Yeah, Queen, if you didn't hear, Mac of the South, my brother, salute. If you didn't hear, So prayers up for our OG, man. Scrapbook boxing is a gem out here. I mean, completely on the level. Picasso, what up? Completely on the level of Curtis. And you just lost Curtis last year. And this is not how we want to start, 2023. So the brother's a fighter for real. So, we're praying that he just makes it through. And I will have the brother in the strong house. And we will continue. His channel's up right now. Everyone should be subscribed to his channel. And if you love boxing like you say, and you want to get educated on what the sport really is about, go to his channel. Because everything that's going on today, it's not new, man. It's just brand new faces, baby faces that are in a corrupt game. Corruption predates in boxing. Corruption predates all of us. And if you want to know how bad it was, go to Scrapbook Boxing. And when he puts up those black and white or brown and white rusty pictures of these fighters that you've never heard of, he'll tell you about some corruption. Okay? When you say old school fighters, all of you heard of Jack Johnson, but there's a bunch of names that he'll talk about that you never heard of. And he'll give you a detailed description of who these guys were. See, that's the type of time I'm on. Melvin Harris, salute. So I laugh when people say, "Oh, well, this can't happen." Yes, it can. Yes, it can. You can't poison water. They've been doing it since before we were around. It's the oldest trick in the book. Yes. This ain't the 1900s. You can't. Yes, you can. For instance, these two men in the picture. Let's do it. These two men in the picture, they're cheaters. And they've gotten away with it. This man, Mikey Morales, salute. Gerard Harlem in the building. This man successfully hid Dillian White's beat sample. Never forget that, y'all. Never forget that. Main event Mark, salute. I know, bro. I know. I'm gonna make a little video about that today. I know. This man successfully, and guess what? He was successful doing that with the help of the rules. He used the rules. I mean, really think about what's going on in the UK with all these fighters popping. That's why I call it pop culture. And it's not to say that these cats in America aren't doing it either. But you gotta understand, with these new drugs and stuff, they are one molecule away from being, banned. I'll give you that. But Conor Ben with eggs, that's your excuse, and they accepted it. That's the funny part. They accepted the excuse. Eggs? Edgar Chavez, salute. Eggs. That's what we're going with? Nothing to see here. The same. Here's the funny part. A lot of people that'll accept that, these are the same people that when cops walk after murdering a person, they ready to burn down stores and flip over tables and all this other stuff. But when you dumb it down to a sport, That's cool. That's cool. Right? That's all good. A cop could blast a black man when he's running away. When you're running away, that means you're not a threat. You're just trying to escape. Blast him right in the back. It's caught on video. This is something that's definitely happened. DJ Zion Love, salute. But you have a handful of people that say, yo, man, that's wrong. But then the other half will be like, well, you know, cops got a hard job. What? Never mind that. What he did was wrong. Let's stick to the facts. And they will ignore the facts and factor in what they do for a living. Oh, he had a clean record. Oh, he's normally a nice guy. It's just that he lost it this one night. He was going through a divorce. And really? This is where we at? Smash my like button, man. They play with the damn likes. Even the haters, smash the dislike button. Fucking crazy. Ghetto Life Boxing, salute. Salute the champ side. I gotta do this every time I say it. Press 1 if y'all was listening to BFTV yesterday night. Press 1 if you was. Press 1 if you listened to the whole show. I gotta tell you, I listen to all of his shows, man. Whether it's during this live or Ace Daddy salute. When I just come home and I have to spin it when I'm doing work in the house or I'm working out. Let me tell you something. Ramel Lane, salute. Let me tell you something. Yeah, Sean, what up? Yesterday's show was mother effing brilliant. That show yesterday, I have to say, I'm entertained at all of his shows, but yesterday had to have been one of my favorite shows. I was in awe. You want to talk about making dudes step on landmines all day? Niggas got their legs blown off yesterday. Everybody's handicapped. That got on the panel, everyone's handicapped after yesterday. If you didn't watch it, please go back and listen to BFTV's broadcast from yesterday. My jaw dropped. I was like, oh, ish. And I'm gonna say this. Main event Mark, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That show yesterday, what he did yesterday, just go look at the title. You're gonna be like, huh? But I knew what he was doing when I read it. I knew what he was doing. But I wanted to see how far was Hamza S. Salute. I wanted to see how far I was gonna go. And man, I had to type in the chat, Jamel, what up? Listen, and this is why I'm bringing the show up. And I'm not talking bad about anybody that was on the panel. The panel was so cool, all right? But all he did was reverse things. And when the topic of Bud and Errol came up, BFTV took the position. He says, okay, Errol's a duck. Now, what do you have to do to make the fight as a Crawford fan? And I'm not going to ruin it for y'all. Y'all go back and watch it. Mr. Shelton, salute. But he had a brother on there. And again, I'm not talking bad about anybody. But it was so enlightening when the brother, when he shut off all the exits. And he was left with that one question. Okay, so what does Bud have to do to sign the fight? He closed off all the exits. And he made the brother answer all these questions. And he says, okay, well, so what's the problem? And all the brother kept saying was, listen, I just can't say Bud is ducking. But all of the facts that all the answers that he gave left you nothing else but to believe it was what it was. Trill Will in the building. And I'm sitting there like, yo, man, this is some brilliant shit right here. That shit was brilliant. Ronald H, salute. And the brother he refused. He said it 3 times. He said, I can't say but a duck, and I can't say but. I said, bro, there's nothing else you can say, man. There's nothing else you can say. There's nothing else you can say. Popular LD, salute. And I typed in the comment section, cognitive dissonance. Do y'all remember what that means? I got the definition right here. Cognitive dissonance is a theory in social psychology. It refers to the mental conflict that occurs when a person's behaviors and beliefs do not align. It may also happen when a person holds 2 beliefs that contradict one another. Please go listen to BFTV's live stream last night. And I'm not talking bad about the brother that was on there. I'm just saying, when all the facts, when he gave all the answers and the questions was asked to him, okay, so then why hasn't the fight been made? All the brother could say, and he said it on multiple accounts, all he could say was, I can't call but a duck. Although, based off of his answers, that's clearly what it was. But his core beliefs did not align. Because these are the same brothers that were calling Errol a duck. So last night, BFTV said, okay, Errol's a duck. Now what does Bud have to do to make the fight? And why hasn't he done this? And why hasn't he done that? As they giving answers, he said, okay, well, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? I'm telling you, it was some brilliant work last night, man. I was just laughing. Brilliant stuff. Why does it say, oh my God, -21 on Saturday? Now chill, Mark. Don't leave the house. That's crazy. Tom Frank Toby in the building. Salute. Black Undertaker, salute. Andrew Gray. Now, I guess, you know, this is why I'm talking about these 2 gentlemen right here. Because when you mention these 2 dudes, they've gotten away with so much. And the backlash that they have gotten hasn't provided any kind of stumble to them. Al Heyman catches more hell than Eddie Hearn. And he ain't in these streets doing what Eddie Hearn does. Canelo Alvarez has dumped belts to not fight. He did that to Triple G. Then he fights Triple G, then pops 30. Then jokes about it in a commercial in Mexico. Instead of fighting Jamal Charlo, they create a franchise status so that doesn't have to happen. You know, Eddie Hearn, you know, the zone. That's all I got to say. Big Cup of Joe, salute. That's all I got to say. The zone. Does it make, you know what I'm saying? All of this makes sense? These dudes are walking through here doing whatever the hell they want to do. These dudes do whatever it is they want to do. With minimum backlash. I mean, we talk about it, but what happens when we talk about Canelo? When he does something stupid, and we talk about Canelo for 2 or 3 days out the week. Yeah. You said all that. Still a drug cheat, though, right? You said all that. He's still a drug cheat. He's still not fighting his contemporaries. But let me tell you how brilliant Eddie Hearn is. Let me tell you how brilliant Eddie Hearn is. He's about to get not one, not two, not three, but 4 bites at the apple. This is what he's trying to do. That's why I'm saying, look at this motherfucker hugging him. But the whole time, he's thinking about his bottom line. Let me tell you what this motherfucker's finna do right here. And you know what? I hope he gets away with it. I hope he gets away with it. Eddie Hearn. Let me tell you what this fool, you know, he's not foolish because he's about, check this out, guys. We're not getting Undisputed next. We're not getting Undisputed next. We're not getting Better Beer versus Bivol next. I mean, we thought that that's where we was going with this. No. I mean, Undisputed, I mean, how dare us? How dare us? Kitty Peeps, what up? You know, mess around. Devin Haney might be the last undisputed champion we see. Canelo won his. Devin got his. That might be the last one we see. That might be the last one we see. BT1 in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Canelo threatened to KO a soccer player. Weird. Yeah, and guess what? The Argentinian, who's that fella? I did a video on that. Who's the Argentinian dude that's in the UFC? And, you know, I don't watch soccer, but the dude he threatened to put mitts on is pretty popular. I went to his Instagram. He got you know, I don't watch soccer, so forgive my ignorance. That guy is like a world-renowned superstar. The guy's a rock star. And he has a dope commercial. It's a Nike commercial. That's his name? Ponzinibbio? No, Messi. I think that's his name. Messi. Okay. Well, he's like an absolute rock star. And he has a dope-ass Nike commercial where it's versions of himself from when he was younger to like currently. Like when I think he had long hair. The commercial's dope. I watched it. It's on his Instagram. He got like 2 million followers or whatever. The guy's a rock star. So part of my ignorance, because I don't watch soccer, but the guy's like a rock star. And you know, I did the video where, you know, it looked like he was stepping on the Mexican flag. Oh, Ponzi, yeah, that's the guy. That's the UFC guy. And Canelo. Lionel Messi, yeah, okay. See, I don't watch soccer, but he's like he's a. When I went to his gram, I said, "Oh, Canelo threatened True Boxing Night salute. Canelo threatened this guy? Whoa, he's a bigger star than Canelo. Come to find out, whoa." And what happened was, in the locker room, the Mexican flag or jersey was on the floor or something. And Canelo took to social media, like a lot of these, men, can I say this? You know we aren't supposed to do things like that, man. You know, taking to social media and typing stuff out and beefing. Pull up, nigga! Me and Mo Boxing beefing. Pull up! He's in the UK! He's a whole day ahead of us! Pull up where? This is what grown men are doing. So anyway, it's a little, David, what up? It's a little different when these are millionaires. Because Canelo can actually hop on a plane and pull up anywhere in the world. And apparently, so can Messi. But what happened was, to me, it didn't look like he was violating the flag. They were just sitting there celebrating, and the jersey was on the floor. And Canelo takes to Twitter or whatever, and he threatened to beat his ass. Messi's not a fighter. He's a soccer player. Well, Ponzinibbio, whatever that brother's name is, the other Argentinian, the MMA fighter, says, "I'm your Huckleberry. I got these paws for you." Chino Maidana stepped in and said, I'm your Huckleberry. F you talking about? I got all the smoke you want. And Canelo had to apologize. H-Town, what up? I don't know. Maybe that was a bit of roid rage.
Take that!
He retracted the statement and apologized and all kinds of weird shit. And I'm like, why did he even do that? Yeah, Mo, everyone says that. They say he's a good dude. He don't, well, who knows? What up, Rachel and Nonito in the building? The Donaires in the building. Salute. PLG Ski, salute. Yeah. I didn't. I just found it funny. Sidebar. Speaking of nonsense, speaking of the WBC and the WBO and WBA and the IBF and all these sanctioning bodies being on some bullshit, y'all know who? Did y'all watch Nonito and Rachel's live yesterday? Duck sauce. If you know, you know. Duck sauce. Maloney, huh? Jason Maloney? Phony baloney Maloney. Phony baloney. Phony baloney Maloney. I say it happy times. Phony baloney Maloney. Phony baloney Maloney. Jason Phony baloney Maloney. Word, dude. Word. Cop killer, salute. El Padrino, salute. Let me give you out a short version. From what I understand, Maloney and Nonito, it was all set. Agreed and everything. I'm not going to spill the beans about the exact number, but that was going to be Phony Baloney Maloney's biggest payday. And it's me and you in it, right? That was going to be a co-main event. A co-main event. Nonito versus Phony Baloney Maloney. Co-main event. Biggest payday. Fight's not happening. When we talk about first of all, I love boxing. I hate the business of boxing. But we're in a position now where we know more than the average supporter would know. And it's in our face all the time. And Phony Baloney Maloney ducked. He ducked Nonito, man. How you duck your highest payday? On your soil.
There you are, homo!
Brian Corbett, salute. It's just a question. So we don't call him Jason no more. Phony Baloney Maloney. He's a phony. Fuck out of here, dog. What's he gonna do? Who's he gonna... Bro, man. Stan, what up? Brian H. Counselor, good morning. Oh, yeah. These dudes would rather protect their chins. I mean, look, you're getting there and losing Nonito. At least it's Nonito. Nonito's coming off of a KO stoppage. Nonito's 40 years old. You're not confident? Obviously not. Highest payday, home court advantage, and you, how do you? No balls. No balls. You scared, dude? You scared? Come on, dog. Fuck out of here, man. There goes that. You know what happens with guys like that? They usually, they said, all right, it's safer over here. Fight a guy that's in the top 20, and you didn't get the memo that that guy in the top 20 is a future world champion and he's an absolute dog, and you get in there and get your ass beat. I'm telling you. Turns out you fighting the guy in the top 20, you're giving him a shot, and he turns out to be the next fucking Pernell Whitaker or something. Something like that. I'm telling you. There's dogs down there in these lower rankings. Look, y'all. I'm not making it up. All around strong, salute. I'm not making it up. Phony baloney Maloney. Packs of duck sauce from the Chinaman. That when you ask for extra, sure they look at you crazy. Come on, it's duck sauce. Come on, man. You giving me 80 packs of the fucking hot mustard. No one eats that. I'll trade you this for a duck sauce. Damn. That shouldn't be eating Chinese food like that. The fake shit. On every other corner in the Bronx, you shouldn't be eating that. But if you're gonna, Vince, what up? Just go to the supermarket and get a jar of duck sauce and just stick it in your fridge, man. Eddie Hearn said that. He said that Bivol and Bivol is bigger than. Well, he's a salesman. Let's get back to this. Here's what Eddie Hearn's trying to do. Phony baloney Maloney. They're gonna do a video about his ass. So here's what he's doing. And it's actually quite genius. Here's what Eddie Hearn's doing. So we're not gonna get better BF and Bivol next, which, in my opinion, should be the next logical fight. But undisputed, nah. Why? Why do that? Right? Look what Devin had to do to get undisputed. He had to cut his wrist, give blood, sign it in his name. All this weird stuff. Right? Here's what he's trying to do. They're trying to put Beterbiev in the ring with Caleb Smith. And I'm like, why the hell is he doing that? Why is that next? And then it dawned on me. Why are they in a rush to do Undisputed when they could just milk the fans? They could just milk this cow for as long as they can. Todd French, salute. This is Bob Arum we're talking about here. How long did it take for us to get Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather? 5 or 6 years. Damn near 6 years. I told y'all I got a younger relative. Those talks started when he was a freshman in high school. They didn't actually get in the ring until he was year 1 in college. He's like, they're still doing this? Yeah. Karma Boxing, Jay Allen, salute. I was like, wow. Yeah. I said, damn, it's really been that long. I started growing gray on my face by the time they got into the ring. No cap. I firmly believe this is the stress off of Manny and Floyd. This is their fucking fault, and I hate them. Yes, Dan, that Caleb Smith, that guy. That guy's supposed to be fighting Beterbiev. That guy that laid on the ropes and got his arm broke by Canelo. That guy. Go figure, right? So, Caleb Smith is an Eddie Hearn guy. Make sense? And I said, why would he do that? Canelo versus John Ryder might be next. John Ryder is also an Eddie Hearn guy. I said, wait a minute. Eddie Hearn. You know, so you got Smith, Ryder, Canelo. Canelo's obviously the favorite, but don't sleep on John Ryder. Because if John Ryder could do what Bivol did, now you don't know no more, right? Then hopefully Canelo wins. Because he'll get the rematch with Bivol. And Bivol doesn't want to, Canelo doesn't want Bivol to go straight into the Beterbiev match because he wants his rematch. So let's see. Smith, Hearn is a Hearn guy. Ryder's a Hearn guy. Canelo's a Hearn guy because he's, working with him. Bivol's a Hearn guy. If Bivol goes straight to Beterbiev for undisputed, that's one bite at the apple. And mess around, Beterbiev could win that fight. That's one bite. Why go for one bite when you can get 4? This is the business part. Does it make sense why we're not getting the fight right away? And of course, Bob Arum doesn't mind. But David Scott III, salute. But according to this article, I remember reading, Bob Arum, the head of Top Rank, has made it long clear that Beterbiev Bivol can only happen if ESPN gets to air it. That's more money in his pocket. So why would Eddie Hearn go straight to that fight? Why would he go straight to that fight? Just Bob Arum gets to air it, all the rights. He gets a portion of his payday. A1 Hoop Zone, salute. He gets his payday and that's it. Why do that when you can drag shit out? Drag shit out. Put Beterbiev in there with Caleb Smith. Listen, you already know what's going to happen. Just pick around. Throw Canelo in there with John Ryder. The general idea would be John Ryder's going to lose. But we all thought Bivol was going to lose. We thought he was going to lose. We thought he was going to take a dive. He got in there and boxed his face in. Then there's money in a rematch. There's money in a rematch with Canelo and Bivol. So 3 fights in through the calendar year of 2023, they're raking in the dough. And what if Bivol beats Canelo again? Which people will now pick Bivol as the favorite going into that fight. Peep the domino effect. Bivol beats Canelo again. He goes on to fight Beterbiev. Beterbiev's a whole year older. And by the way, this is all happening in 2023. We're not getting Beterbiev versus Bivol this year. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that. So by the time it's 2024, Beterbiev's a whole freaking year older. And it increases everyone's chance to beat him now. Y'all see this game? I hope y'all understand what's happening. I hope you understand what they do. Beterbiev and Bivol's the fight to make now, but that's in a perfect world. We want it. But what happens? Do we get what we want when we want it? Ever? Ever? Name a fight that we really wanted, that we got when we wanted it. Name one. Name one. In this era, name one fight that we got when we wanted it. We wanted Canelo versus Charlo. What happened? Waited 5 years for Manny versus Floyd. Five years. That is amazing. Deontay Wilder had to take Fury to court to get his rematch. Running around. Oh, bro. We never get what we want. We never get what we want when we want it. Never. Please, Chef Maccabee, salute. Please. Oh shit, there's a typo there. Can I fix that? Boom. I just fixed it. Kindly press reset. Thank you. That's what the family's for. There was an ill typo in there. I was half asleep. I was typing fast. Thank you, Chef. Eddie Hearn trying to get 4 bites at the apple. Kindly press refresh. See, that's what family's for. That's what family's for. We never get what we want as fans. Nope. We want Errol versus Bud right now. Listen. We're never getting it. We're never getting it, y'all. I live to get proved wrong on things like that. But we're never getting it. This is the atmosphere. We're not getting it. Too much bullshit. Too much bullshit. Yesterday when BFTV said, when he defined clout chase, just go watch the live, man. When he defined clout chase, and the brother on the panel defined the clout chase, everything he said, bro, just watch the live yesterday. I was like, man, this is the most calm body bag I have ever witnessed. It's like the body's in the bag in the morgue, and you're slowly zippering up. And the person's trying to, no, I'm alive. No. Zip. No. Shh. You've lost too much blood. This is where it's going anyway. No. Let me just zip this up. Zip over. And I'm not talking bad about no one. I'm just saying it was an amazing breakdown. Keith James, salute. It was an amazing breakdown. But on the topic, we don't get what we want. Beterbiev versus Bivol is the only fight to make. But understand, they could have been fought like 2 years ago. They've been champions for a while now. They could have fought like before the pandemic, I think. I haven't looked it up. I don't know how long they've been champions, but they could have been fought. DJ 7 for life. 909 salute. They could have been fought. This could have been over. They could have been on fight number 2 or 3. But you see how the business works out, right? Is it working out for them as far as their pockets is concerned? Probably. I mean, why have a hard fight that early? Because to be very honest, in their defense, if they fought 2 years ago, it had happened, one of them would have been undisputed, and no one would have really cared. Nobody was checking for Bivol like that. We knew who he was, but these guys, Beterbiev and Bivol are not household names. No one cared. It's like right now, Name the cruiserweight champions. Go ahead. I'm not even gonna hold you. I can't. I'm asking y'all. Some of you are nerds, which is a good thing. I can't name the cruiserweight champions. They're not on the radar, man. They're right in between 75 and heavyweight. Usyk just left. He was undisputed. And guess what? I could barely name the people he beat. All I did was look over there and say, well, he's undisputed there. He must be nice. He must be nice with it. And he is. Marius Breeders? Who's that? You see what I'm saying? Who's that? You know how they like to say, oh, if you walk down the street of anywhere USA and ask who Marius Breeders is, no one's going to know him. No one's checking for the cruiserweight division. No one cares. And I'm not saying it to be disrespectful to the champion, but it's a real fact. No one cares. There's nobody over there that's turning heads and selling tickets. No one. 135 is popping. 140 is popping. 147 is popping. The lower weights are popping. More than cruiserweight. No one's checking for cruiserweights. Because everyone's saying, if you're a cruiserweight, why not just go heavyweight? Which is where they all end up going anyway. Why? Because that's where the money is. Cruiserweight is like a truck stop. Warriors Boxing, salute. Smash the like button. They're doing something weird. I think it's StreamYard. I don't know what they're doing. So if Bivol fought Beterbiev 2 years ago, somebody would have been undisputed, but nobody would have cared. Because neither one of these guys sell tickets like that. Now that Bivol beat Canelo, people know who he is. I mean, he's still not like of rock star status. Winston Lee, salute. But people know who he is now because that's the guy that outboxed Canelo, as if that shit hasn't been done before. But never mind. Never mind. Word up, Mikey. You know what? Canelo sure was he sure was gonna go to cruiserweight and fight MacBook Air, MacBook Pro. He sure as hell was gonna do that, right? Remember that? He sure was. He sure was. That African dude. And I said, that dude had a belt, didn't he? I was like, man, he's trying to pad his legacy. So when you look up Canelo 20 years from now, I say, oh, he was a cruiserweight champion too? Nah, you're not getting me, buddy. No. McAboo got the WBC right now? Wow. Wow. WBC is a weird place. I mean, they're about to have a Transformer division. Come on, man. Renee Box Young, salute. Transformer division? Y'all really doing that? I don't understand. But then again, I do. Bert, what up? Yup. Prayers up. So now, what they're trying to do is build. They build. This is how you build. This is how you build a fight. The problem is, Beterbiev is a man of a certain age now. She's gonna throw him in there with Caleb Smith. Look, I'm just keeping it a buck. Caleb Smith's gonna get his ass beat. If Canelo goes in there and breaks his arm with body punches, y'all remember that? Canelo punched him all in his arms, and then he tried to do it to Bivol. But those Russians are built different. Canelo go in there, and by the way, I stand on this. And John Scully, who also trains Beterbiev, we all told him. You know why Canelo picked Bivol instead of Beterbiev. Bivol just outboxed him. Beterbiev beats the shit out of Canelo and stops him badly. Hold on, I'm reading something. Somebody responded to me on the gram. Hold on, let me respond. You know, sometimes these women are amazing. I'm sorry, y'all. That's going to be my next show. Male sexual gratification. When women tell men no for no foreseeable reason. Married women. Listen, the conversation is this man made a spreadsheet. Let me screenshot this. The man made a spreadsheet about the amount of times during the course of 2 months that his wife denied him sex. Just a little bit of pep talk, y'all. This is why you should go subscribe to the Painful Excellence podcast. He made a whole spreadsheet, and in like 2 months, she only gave him butt twice. He made a spreadsheet with a list of all the excuses. And he was like, yo, let me screenshot this. And let me read some of this crap to you. And while I'm reading this, I said, I ain't gonna scroll down but maybe 1 or 2 comments before I hear, Dave, what up? Before I hear or read some woman blaming the man and capping for the woman. Here's some of the things she said. I'm watching my show. It's a Friends rerun. He put in parentheses, a Friends rerun, which means this, she's seen this shit before. I feel sweaty and gross. I need a shower. Didn't shower until the next morning. Ooh! Then said no on this date, nonverbal. Then said no, I'm exhausted. These are different days, y'all. Then said yes. We're still in June. Then said no. I'm still a bit tender from yesterday. This was the next day. Then said no, but it was nonverbal. This is another day. Then she was trying to watch a movie. This is another day. Fell asleep 15 minutes later. Then said no. She said I had too much. I'm too drunk and I ate too much. Then said no. I won't have time to get showered and ready for dinner. Yo, you know I'm a cook on this, right? So I said, yo, you know, what she's telling her, man, is it's okay to go get it elsewhere. This woman responds to me. At Drew Titan, if he needs to get his needs met elsewhere because he isn't satisfied with her, he should leave and not do dirt behind her back. Behind her back. Behind her back. Behind her back. Not getting sex isn't a reason to be deceptive and cheat. If a man is unhappy, he should leave. Bless this young woman's heart. She has no idea. First of all, I can guarantee you one thing. This woman is not married. So here's my response. Denying your husband sex for no real reason on countless occasions is a means for her to communicate what her issue is. Because a damn sure ain't I'm tired or I'm watching a Friends rerun. If she is having a mental breakdown, because that's the first thing some of these women were saying in there. Oh, maybe she's having a mental thing. Okay. If she's having a mental breakdown, she can get help. But also she can understand that he has needs and should be okay if he gets sexual gratification elsewhere. Did I say cheat? No. You're not feeling well, honey? Well, listen, it's been 3 months. And my palms are soft right now. I've been jacking off the Pornhub all over the place. I have needs. And you're not telling me what's going on. The bills are paid because I'm not going to assume the worst. The bills are paid. The lights are on. There's money in the bank. There's food in the fridge. I'm doing everything I have to do as a man. Why can I not get laid? You married me. Is there something going on with you? Is there someone else? No? You just going through it? Fine. Well, you know what? Baby, I gotta go get this off. This is not working. You should understand that. If he is doing what he has to do as a man, taking care of the home, then sex is a part of her duty as a wife. What? You heard me. That is your duty as a wife. Now I know. There's some sisters that'll be like, oh no. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's our duty to maintain the home. A man has a duty in the household. We take care of the home. We protect the home. We protect y'all. Part of your duty is to F your husband. You're married. You signed up for that. And sex is a part of her duty as a wife. If she cannot meet his needs, she should be okay with him going elsewhere. The bills are paid. You don't want to do it? All right, well, I'm going to go get this off. Whether you got to pay for it? I'm not even talking about having a side chick. If you got to pay for it, go pay for it. You got to pay to play. But this list is spread out over, it was from July 18th of 2014, updated to August 3rd of 2017. There's only 3 yeses on here. Everything else is no's. See a doctor, young lady. See a doctor. But these are the things I cook on Painful Excellence Podcast. I'll just put this link in the chat there. Bullshit. Salute to Keith James in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said, I left home for my side piece. That's that song real. Bro, let me tell you something, man. Men do things for a reason. And if y'all women don't know, y'all don't know. Eric, oh, salute. Y'all make sure I go subscribe to Pep Talk. If we out here doing whatever it is we do in all kinds of weather, we're very simple. A hot meal, sex, and some silence. And I'm talking about the 9-to-5ers out here. Times is tough. Men go through a lot. Average dudes go through a lot. Some dudes, like, you know, the average male, the average black man in this country makes only $42,000 a year. I'm very fortunate. But a lot of brothers are not. LBZ, no buck there, salute. There's dudes that get out of bed and work hard every day like, yo, man, end of the month, rent due. Do I keep my cell phone on or do I wait? Do I keep my cell phone on or do I keep the lights on? Well, you know what? I'm gonna go without the cell phone because I need the lights in the house. I'm gonna go without the cell phone for a week. 1 second, y'all. Todd French in that super chat, he said, yeah, she needs to communicate what the issue is, what the issues are, instead of providing an exit response. She has to be forthcoming to get the issue resolved. Facts. I read what you put, Nonito. So you have easy access, but that's how it's supposed to be. But that was the brother, that was the Sensei Stormy B, man. We got some good news. Scrapbook Boxing's surgery was a success. He was on his way to Miami to interview someone on his he's doing a documentary on how black fighters have been treated, the mistreatment of black fighters in the history of the sport. He was on his way to Miami to interview somebody. He had walking pneumonia. Vladimir's dad, salute. James Doon, salute. You know, you don't know when you have walking pneumonia. And in the midst of his travels, he contracted COVID. And had he not had the surgery, when he had the surgery, they said he has fluid in his lungs all the way up to his throat. Had he not had surgery, he'd have been dead by this morning. But the surgery was a success. He's still under, but the surgery was a success. He stabilized. And his daughter just contacted Stormy, and so far so great. And that's refreshing to hear. So Scrapbook is still in the scrap with us. He's still in the scrap of life, man. And that's good to hear. So yeah, prayers are working, y'all. So let's just keep it up. And whew. Man. Jimmy, what up, bro? Shade Girl, salute. Yeah. That's good to hear. So what I was saying was we have duties as a man, and women have duties. Where we get it messed up here is that here in the States, women, American women, a lot of them got it messed up. I'm not going to get into it here. These are things that I discussed on my other channel. But I will say this. These women, and let me say this. I'm talking to the black men now. And I need you to listen very carefully. There's been an attack on these brothers that are going out of the country to find wives. They've been labeled as perverts and pedos, and they just go into these countries, they're getting these women that don't know any better. And they're going on these sex tours. And no, listen, people have been leaving their countries to go get sex in these other countries for years. That's been going on for years. Women have been going to Jamaica to get their backs knocked out by Dexter St. Jock for years. That's been happening for years. First time I heard of hedonism was from a group of women at my old job. Older women, all of them were married, and they would go on these girl trips for 4 days to Jamaica. Oh, I know, Dave. But you see what happened, Dave? And Dave knows. You know what happened recently? And Dave will tell you this. You know what happened? It's okay to insult the men that are just leaving to find wives. They're not going down there. And by the way, the passport bros are the men that the women in the States didn't want. They were lame. They were too fat. They were too skinny. They looked like, they didn't see them naked, but they looked like they had small penises. But these were average or above average dudes that didn't meet the criteria. And they didn't meet the physical criteria. So they left to find wives because they want to reproduce. They're getting older. They want a lineage. And they're being shamed. Oh, you're going to this country because you don't like black women. Oh, you're probably gay. Oh, you hate your mother. Oh, you hate yourself. But let me tell you what happened. And this is in the last 3 weeks. Dave, and Dave could tell you. Last 3 weeks, the Philippines kept coming up. Because brothers are going to the Philippines. That's one of the places. Thailand, Philippines. There's no mention. Africa. Brothers are going to Africa too. So they're keeping it black. Brothers are going to Africa. There's various countries in Africa. But let me tell you what happened. In the last 3 weeks, I noticed these black women get on these shows. You saw the black chick on Fox News get on there and talk about, oh, they're attacking. If you're going to leave with your lame ass. But why are you attacking black women on the way out? No. The black women inserted their nose into their business. So here's what happened. Multiple black women got online on their TikTok looking crazy, with the fucking lifesaver haircuts and, the super bright lime green Lucky Charms looking haircuts and shit, and they're getting on there, head popping like this with the bullfrog neck, talking about she a queen, and they on there talking, yeah, and they're going over there, and they getting these girls, and these girls they can't speak English, they're undereducated, and they're all underage, and these Filipinos started clapping back at their ass. They said, we are every bit, statistically wise, we are every bit as educated as you. We speak better English than you. And what y'all call slaves, we call agreeable and submissive. They know how to be wise. And then Shorty went in and started talking about the hair. You see this hair? That's not your hair. That's probably our hair. Put in a bag and sent to you. I was like, oh, shit. Black men, don't get involved. Do not get in the middle of it. Don't. They started. The black woman right here, they started that shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. Because it'll be an evil domino effect. You'll clap back in defense of your black queens, and then the Filipino men will start clapping at us, and we ain't do shit. Do not get involved. If you don't know the history of this passport shit, I've been here for the whole thing. Don't get in the middle of that shit. These chicks over here in the States, they started it. They started clapping at the women that the men are going down there trying to court. And I'm gonna tell you something else. They're clapping at them. You know who else got involved? African women. They got something over there called no BBL. Those big titty, tiny waist, fat ass chicks over there. This is natural. This is natural. Y'all going all over the world to get what we all naturally have. Clowning them for having a lack of education. A lack of being submissive. 1 out of 4 black women on this soil will marry. And you wonder why the community's fucked up? Brothers, stay out of it. This is equivalent to you being out with a girl and she starts to fight. She's jaw-jacking at a group of dudes and you by yourself. And you're like, oh my God, she's gonna get me killed. Do not get it. There it is. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Don't. So if something comes across your timeline with some girl sharing some Filipina going off on her, Mitchell shows salute. Do not. I just told you how it started. I've been watching this thing. That dude named Dave, he can tell you. Theo Coop, he can tell you. Rod Neal, he can tell you. We've been watching this thing. Do not get in the middle of it. Remember I told you that. They clapping back all around the world. It's not only the Philippines, it's not only Thailand, it's not only Brazilians. That brother Houston went to Brazil and he just had a conversation with some white Brazilians on the beach. And because some black feminists took his words and twisted them, he had to cut his vacation short because he was getting death threats. Oh, he's saying that Brazilian women are easy. That's not what he meant. What he meant was these women in this country are easier to talk to. Because then another documentary came out, a white person did that. The same thing he did. He ain't getting no goddamn death threats. They did it because he's black. Oh, Nonito, I could send you the links to the TikTok videos on Instagram. I mean, they were going in, but that's a response because all they were doing was like, yo, y'all coming here for wives? Welcome. And these chicks over here started shaming the dudes that are leaving the country. Oh, you're gay. And you know, but we're used to that. When we don't want to deal with the women here, fellas, watch this. How many times has a woman stepped to you in any situation, a lounge, a club, or just out in the street, and you just politely say, yeah, no thank you, because you're not interested for whatever reason. And then she start going off on you in the area. Oh, fuck you, nigga. Oh, okay. I am notorious for leaving chicks standing there screaming by themselves. I'm not going back and forth with no woman. Yeah, well, I just said no thank you. Just the other day in the gym, it's leg day. I gotta concentrate. When you got a lot of weight on your back and you squatting, the slightest turn, you could fuck your whole back up. The slightest turn, you gotta concentrate. This chick was talking and talking. I politely said, when I wrapped the weight, I said, yeah. I said, miss, do me a favor. I said, I'm trying to work here. I got 4 more sets. I'm gonna need a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to work. And I said it with a smile. Because she kept talking. I'm trying to listen to my rock music. And she talking. She's socializing. Are you a trainer? No. Because I'm trying to work this. I'm trying to get that. She was shooting her shot. It happens. Okay. But goddamn. How do I know she's shooting a shot? Because in the midst of her just talking, I'm trying to listen to my music. She's talking. And then she says, you married? I said, yes. Oh, I was just wondering because I don't see no ring. I don't wear my ring everywhere. I got 4 or 5 on the fucking rack. Why are you talking to me? And I just politely said, I got 4 more sets. You need pointers on how to work machines? When I just said, I'm just trying to work here, could you? Hell. And she got an attitude and walked off mumbling to herself. Go somewhere with your fat ass. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm trying to work. I come to the gym for work. Now, if I had to put up my fucking phone and started calling all kinds of creeps and put it on TikTok, what would they say about me? Oh, you a man. You should be able to take that. Nah, don't get mad at me because your punk ass don't have no girl stepping to you. It happens to me. There's 7 days in a week. Happens to me at least 3 times, whether I'm at the gym or at work. I'm that nigga with this. I can pull a grandma and a 20-year-old. Fuck out my face. Prince in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He says salutes Drew in the chat, man. Salute to you, brother. Oh shit. Wow. Alpha, what up? Look at that. 1 white friend and 2 black friends I brought to the Philippines, and they all got a female and been married at least 7 years and happy. Bro, listen. Let me say this. Look, I'm pro-black, but that doesn't mean I hate everything else. I think the black household is very important, especially in America, because I know our history and I know what the government did, and they successfully destroyed our household from the inside out. And all I've been saying is that we need to get back to who we are. I did many shows on my channel that said, we got to make a deal. We got to bring the black household back. I've been met with more resistance than compliance. I'm lucky. I'm married to a black woman. But I look at some of my buddies and I'm like, sheesh. Because we're all aging out now. And they're like, yo, I want children. I want to, but look at what the fuck I'm dealing with here. There was women on these shows talking about they would rather have their social media than have a boyfriend. This is where we're at. So when these above average men saying, you know what? Oh man, I ain't got to stay here. A trip to the Philippines is not as expensive as I thought. And they're going down there and getting wives. And they're going to Africa and being treated correctly. And they're met with, on the way out, these are the men that they did that these women said that they didn't want. And they're met with shame, insults, guilt. Where have we heard that before?
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
If you didn't want them, why is it a problem? If you didn't want them, you know, and I'll never understand for the life of me, the women with the biggest mouths, they're single. And that's another thing. These older chicks that have all the negative to say about those dudes. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm talking about the women that are all over social media chronically talking about it. There are some women you say, what do you think about that? I don't care. All right, that's cool. But the women that say they don't care, but they on social media every day, cutting them up. But you don't care. To the younger women, do not take marital advice or relationship advice from an old single bitch. They're setting you up for failure. Because those are the bitches that are running to Jamaica every year. So if you want to be a wife, talk to married women, happily married women. That's all I'm saying. I disagree. The women with the biggest mouths aren't single. They are ran through. Yeah, and they ran through every single time. That's what it is. That's what it is. They get ran through. That's exactly what it is. And they're not marriage material. Nonito said, Drew, thing is, no hate on women, but there's toxic femininity. A lot of these females don't know how to be women no more. I treat my queen because she treats me like a king, period. And not to say that there aren't bad women in these countries. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that these men here in America, they figured out that they don't have to, they're not restricted here. I mean, what's the deal that I'm talking about black men now? We're trying to keep our seed black. We try to, right? And what are their options? Just look online and tell me what you see. I mean, you really got to shift through it if you find something. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but we're in a now society. We're in a microwave society. These brothers are saying, yo, look. 39, 40 years old. I'm on these apps. I'm out meeting people. And fellas, there came to a point in my life a long time ago where I said, man, every chick that I meet has a baby. I can't get a fresh pair of fucking ovaries. And just when I was about to give up, I met my wife. But do you know how many chicks I was seeing? Everybody had a baby. None of them were married. They weren't even divorced. No, correction. The older chick. And I wasn't marrying her. It was an older chick. Older chick. I was in my early 20s. She was in her 40s. She had a son my age. He was a Marine. But outside of that, nope. Now, on my channel, I was saying, yo, how do we fix this? 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 And a lot of times I met with resistance. So there's no problem. Okay. And what I'm saying is that these men are like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm not going to fuss no more. I got my passport. I'm getting the fuck up out of here, man. I'm going to go see the world, and I'm going to go meet people. And they're meeting their wives in various countries in Africa. And then what did these women here do? They took that paintbrush and they painted them all as these dudes going on these sex tours. And that's not the case. And you're living in a glass house throwing spark plugs. You know what happens when you take a spark plug and throw it at some glass? The shit will shatter. Come to find out, women been going on sex tours since the 70s. When I got to high school, I met a lot of like off the boat Jamaicans in high school. When I went to high school, these dudes, you had to like listen when they talk. They were off the boat Jamaica. They would tell us shit back then. I'm like, he lying. What he mean? He was banging some older woman. He's our age. He's 15. Now I believe it. Years later, I believe it now. $100 take you real far. $100 American take you real far. When you're a little kid from Kingston, and you're a little tall for your age. And in some instances, it didn't matter. So who's really the pedos? They would tell us all these stories. Years later, after I've done some research, I'm like, oh snap. Then that movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, came out. Women been doing that for decades. But they put it on us. As soon as these men, and then the passport bros aren't going on these sexcapades. They're looking for wives. Because apparently, you know, over here, they got to deal with twerkers all over Instagram. And if you ask them to make you a hot meal, they look at you, nigga, get your own food, looking ass. And they got a kid. They want you to come clean up their mess. They're 35, they're underemployed, and you sitting across them at the table, the dinner table, after a meal that you're paying for. My kids come first. I just noticed both of your kids don't look like you, but they don't look like each other. Two different fathers. This is real shit. And we're in a microwave society, and what men are saying is, I ain't got to deal with this. Maybe I'll come back to me. Let me leave America let me check my options for a little while somewhere else. Some of them don't come back with wives. They just come back, they just go, they see the world. And the one thing that I've heard these passport brothers say, I'm talking about the black ones. What do you notice when you travel out the country and meet women? I get more respect. Which is all we want. I get more respect. Out here, women, they want you to pay for this, pay for that, and they disrespect. And I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying you got to do a lot more shifting to find someone that's right for you, that suits your needs. You're not restricted to America. You're not restricted to your city, your state. You don't have a criminal record. You can get a passport. Listen to some of the things that these women have said. Some women say, oh man, you can't get no passport anyway. You owe child support. Right away, I said, what are you talking about? I'm saying, this bitch is used to dealing with street dudes who due to their criminal record, they can't get a passport. So that's who she's used to dealing with. Baby mama, not a wife. To be a baby mama, that's not a badge of honor, by the way. If you're an ex-wife, I'll give you all the leeway in the world. Sometimes marriages don't work out. But to say a baby mama, no good. No good. Some of these women want you to come in and clean up their mess. What is their mess? That 10-year-old. And by the way, that woman that was on Fox News degrading the passport brothers, she's a single mom to a 9-year-old boy, and she has her OnlyFans. Why would you get her to have her share her opinion on anything? Single mom to a 9-year-old boy, and she has an OnlyFans. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of bullshit that we deal with. The living contradiction. I'm not making it up. If Dave isn't still in the chat, he could tell you, Vladimir's dad, salute. This is not bullshit. Single mom to a 9-year-old boy and has an OnlyFans. And her occupation that they put up on Fox was she's a poet. I saw a picture of her doing a butt picture. You know the butt pic where they turn around and they show their ass in some tight pants. Her ass wasn't even all that good. But I'm looking at the scenery. I'm like, bitch, clean your house before you take that picture. What is wrong with you? Anyway. Boxing, please. Look, man, Eddie Hearn's getting 4 bites at the apple. Caleb Smith versus Bevdiev. He has his hands in that. Canelo versus John Ryder. He has his hands in that. Canelo versus Bivol. He has his hands in that. Then Bevdiev versus Bivol. He has his hands in that. And if it goes in that way, he's going to be eating all the way to the bank. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you maximize your dollar. I'm not mad at Eddie for that. But when we say, hey, man, why we not get what we want? It's always the business. I know, Drench, that's what everyone says. And my traveling hasn't been, you know, I'm limited, but I do have a passport. And like I said, I'm off the market anyway. I'm married, happily. But I am an advocate for men. And when I heard of the passport bros, I investigated it, and it didn't take me but 2 seconds to understand what that was about. It didn't take me but 2 seconds to understand what it was about. And I knew it was coming. And then I've seen these shared TikTok videos, and they were insulting the men, and some of the men were clapping back. But I'm like, you know, we're bad. We're the villains at everything. We're just bad. We're the bad guys. So be the bad guy. It's okay. Be the bad guy. Own it. Yeah. I'm this, I'm that. Watch me get my passport, and I'm going to the Philippines. I'm going to Thailand. I'm going to Germany. I'm going to Africa. Yeah, I'm keeping it black. I'm in Africa now, bitch. Now what you got to say? And you know what they started doing? They started insulting the women. They're uneducated. They have no. They're barefoot. They wear grass skirts, and they all got their titties out. They don't even go to school. Bitch, half the electronics you got in your house says made in Taiwan. Stupid. What makes you think? Wow. Brothers, stay out of that fight. They start insulting black American women. Stay out of it. I'm telling you, stay out. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, man. Don't get involved. Let them do it. This is a fight that they started. Let them deal with it. Let them deal with it. I got into a whole back and forth on LaRon's page over just that. I just said something about popcorn out. Brother, stay out of it. This is the fight that they started. I went back and forth because when people go back and forth with me, they're lab rats. I'm really not taking it serious. And this loudmouth was on there. And then one dude, Captain Saberho, any insult to our sisters is a fight with us. No, it's not. It's a fight with your ass. You the dumb nigga that'll get your shit beat in over some stupid shit that a chick said in a club. You that dumb nigga. Because then I'll ask that dumb nigga, how many motherfuckers are dead and in jail over a lie that a woman told, over a fight that she started? How many women got men shot over something that they did with their mouth? One dead, one that committed the murder, he's going to jail, and she's on to the next. Know your place. Investigate, check the temperature of the room before you walk in it. Do not get involved in this. Leave it alone, y'all. I told y'all, don't do it. I'm not doing it because I know where it came from. Now the women are saying, what y'all saying about us? We uneducated in the Philippines. We uneducated in Thailand. We uneducated in Germany. We uneducated in countries in Africa, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria. Now they're fighting them right here on the soil. It's not my business. Nope. Y'all started this. Work your way out. Nonito says, I hate the business, love the sport, trust. But guess I have to keep rolling with the punches. I am going to take a horse donkey dump on phony baloney. Because that's some phony baloney. Bro, I'm telling you, there's some dudes out there, they just super simps. Some of these dudes actually think if they stick up for a woman, that woman's gonna fall in love with them or something. My hero looking ass. No, you could die. In real life, Popeye done killed Bluto, or Bluto done killed Popeye 30 times by now. The message in that whole cartoon was, he should have left Olive Oil alone. She was trouble. She's with Popeye. Taiwan salute. She's with Popeye, Bluto comes along with all these muscles, and it's, oh my God, he's this, he's that. Why can't you be like that, Popeye? With his ugly ass. And then when Bluto tries to get a kiss, she's like, oh, I ain't want to go that far. Oh, help, Popeye! Bluto starts kicking his ass all over the place. He eats the spinach, kicks his ass, and he walks away with the girl. In real life, the spinach is a gun because he can't beat Bluto 1D. Pow.
Take that!
And in real life, Popeye goes to jail. Bluto's dead. And Olive Oil is banging Popeye's father later. Get that insecure bullshit out of there. Get that simp out your goddamn head. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, don't get involved. Don't get involved. Don't do it. There's a storm brewing right now as we speak. They're probably doing TikTok videos right now. And I'm just telling you, brothers, if you don't know, and you just see some foreign woman that is not black going off on black American women, I'm telling you where it came from. Do not respond. They're gonna start putting it on YouTube, or look at what they're saying. They done started the shit, and they're gonna be like, look at what they're saying about us and these black women, and look at what they're saying. Don't get involved. Don't even troll. Just watch how it plays out. Because it's all over the men that they said they didn't want. With that being said, salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Go subscribe to the Painful X on this podcast. I'm live 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll be doing short videos, and that's what we do. Adult conversations and real life situations discussed with class. And we learn from each other. The General's on. Let's head over there. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
This isn't.
You are gay.